I was with a group of students. I went to the school to be with the teachers. And when I got there, everybody told me, oh, have you had a chance to talk to Frankie? Have you had a chance to talk to Frankie? I'm like, no, I haven't talked to Frankie. He said, oh, we need you to talk to Frankie. You know, just like y'all right now, you thinking if he coming to my school, I know who I want him to talk to. It's like that right there. You know how it is. So when I got to the school, they say, oh, we need you to talk to Frankie. I'm like, all right, I got you. I'm going to talk to him. Throughout the day, now it's about lunchtime. I've been here all day. They say, did you get a chance to talk to Frank yet? I said, no. He said, oh, make sure. I said, look, I promise you, before I leave, me and Frankie going to have a conversation. So now I go in the office, and this is the elementary school I'm at now. So now I go in the office, and they got a third grader here who's had an upset moment. He was in a chair, and he was kicking his feet. And I asked him, little bro, what happened? He began to explain to me what happened, and I said, well, look, little bro, if this situation presents itself again, what can we do better? See, that's something else we don't do enough of. We punish, but we don't teach if this situation happens again, what to do. Therefore, if I hit the first time and all you did was put me in timeout, if I have the urge to hit again, guess what I'm going to do? We must teach, not just punish. So I began to have a conversation with him, and I said, so, well, bro, the next time this happens, what can we do better? As soon as he was about to answer, a head stuck his head out the principal's office and said, you ain't his daddy. I said, you must be Frankie. And it was. It was definitely him. And now me and Frank had a chance to have a conversation, and I kept Frank with me for the rest of the day. The teachers were happy, because he was with me all day. So they was very excited. And when I left, I need y'all to listen to this. When I left, he was on my hip, begging me not to go. And I can promise you, all I did all day was encourage. Frankie was in his first grade. All I did was encourage. That's all I did was encourage him. Before I left, he was crying. And he asked me, big brother, can you please stay? Can you please stay? A couple months later, I went back to the school. And I can already remember that Frank was here, so I was excited about going back and see Frank. And when I got there, first thing I said was, well, Frank. And the principal shared with me that Frankie had been killed by a stray bullet in a drive-by shooting. Yeah, hurt me too. So my message to you is that how you want the last memory that you had to say about Frank to be about? How he was bad? See, that's what I mean by you never know when the last time you might see that young man. If that young man or that young lady passed away, would you have any regrets? See, that's why I'm passionate about what I do. Because at that time when I was having that conversation with Frank in the office, I didn't know this young man would have such a short life. But yet, when I entered the building, all teachers want to talk about is, have you talked to Frank? Have you talked to Frank? Please, if you have the opportunity to plant a seed within a young man, within a young lady, please do. Even if that young man still chooses to go down a path, even if that young lady still chooses to go down the path, you plant the seed. Do not be discouraged because you planted a seed and it didn't grow. Be discouraged if you have an opportunity to plant a seed and you choose not to. Y'all got that? I told myself I'm going to share Frank's story now when I go places. Because he meant that little time I was with him, I saw for myself for the first time. It had been used on me. Miss P used it on me. But for the first time, I had a chance to see for myself just what encouragement does. And he stood right there by my side and didn't want me to go anywhere. Simply because while everybody else saying you bad, I was encouraging. Make sure you encourage.